Long-term love isn't built in highlight reels. It's built in the quiet moments. Because life is about how you both feel on a Tuesday evening. Life is about how you feel on a Monday morning before work. Life is about how you feel coming home to that person on a Friday night. Life isn't about the vacations. It isn't about the once-a-year trips. It isn't about the wedding day. That's 1% of the experience with this person.
The #1 health and wellness podcast.
Jay Shetty.
Jay Shetty.
The one, the only Jay Shetty.
New job posted.
Hey everyone, welcome back to On Purpose.
Tweet
I'm Jay
it.
Shetty,
New
and I am so
relationship.
grateful and so thankful
Announce it.
that you've tuned back
here's
in.
the truth.
I love seeing your reviews.
Most
I
of
love
that
seeing your
energy
posts.
you
Keep them
spend
coming.
telling
It
people
fuels me. It gives me
could have
energy.
been
I love bumping into you all on the
spent
street.
building.
Always say hi. It's meant the
Every
world to me. I've
time
been
you share,
traveling a lot lately,
you
so I've
hand
met some of
over a
you
piece
in
of your
Rome. I
momentum.
met some of you
Because
in
when
London.
people
I've
know
met
your
people
moves,
in Paris,
they
all over the
start
world.
to
So
expect,
keep telling me
criticize,
that you listen
or
on purpose. It makes my
quietly
day,
hope you
and I love
fail.
giving you a big hug and saying
And
hello
in
back.
that noise,
Today I want to talk about something
you
really
lose your
important.
edge.
It's everything I wish I
Silence
knew about
is
love
power.
in my 20s.
Think about
Now,
it.
whether you're in your 20s, your
The
30s,
best
your 40s, your
predators in the
50s,
wild
all
don't
of these
roar before they
messages
strike.
still apply,
They
and I want you to
stalk.
take them in.
They wait.
Because what I find is
They
that
let their
love is what we
actions,
all want in
not
life,
their noise,
but it's also the most
define them.
misunderstood.
In
It's one of those
life,
areas of our
moving
life
silently
that we all crave,
means working
chase,
on
and
yourself
need,
in private.
but don't really
It
define
means stacking
and understand
skills
deeply.
when nobody's
And when I look at
watching.
my life,
It
I look at
means
how so
building
much of my
wealth
life
before
around love
when
was
you
defined by what I
tell
saw in the
world your
movies, the
plans,
media,
you
and how it was
invite
presented to
doubt.
me.
You
The romantic
invite
comedies that we watched
jealousy.
growing up,
You invite
the novels, the books, the stories, the music videos, they all defined, they planted
nothing
seeds
to attack
into
and
our beliefs and
everything to be
expectations
shocked by.
about love. When you watch The Notebook,
The
you
most
see
dangerous
these
man
two people
is the
fall in
one
love.
nobody sees
But then when you
coming
actually look at it closely,
until it's
you
too
see a
late.
character
We
hanging off
live
a
in an
Ferris
era where
wheel,
everyone
telling the girl he will let
broadcasts
go
every
if she
move.
doesn't
New
say
job
yes.
posted,
Extremely
new
unhealthy,
goal,
right? Very,
tweeted,
very unhealthy.
new relationship.
And then when you start to look at a lot of these
announce
movies a
it.
lot more deeply,
But here's the
you
truth.
start to see so many
Most
unhealthy
of that
ideas
energy you
about
spend
love.
telling
It's remarkable
people
to me
could
that at
have
the time
been
we just ignored them.
spent
Even if you
building.
look at movies
Every
of
time
Sleeping
you
Beauty,
share,
cartoons,
you
where the
hand
prince had
over
to
a
come and
piece of your
save
momentum.
the Sleeping Beauty.
Because when people
Right?
know
The
your
idea of
moves,
being
they
saved, the
start
idea
to
of this
expect,
knight in shining armor.
criticize, or
It's no wonder
quietly
that we're
hope you
waiting
fail.
for that person to come
And
through the
in that
door and
noise,
sweep us off our feet.
you lose
And then,
your
of course,
edge.
every movie ended
Silence
with
is
happily ever
power.
after.
Think
It rarely
about
got into the reality
The best
of the fight
predators
about
in the
washing the
wild
dishes,
don't roar before
or the
they
money
strike.
problems that appear,
They
or the
stalk.
fact that the kids are now
They
going to
wait.
school and how do we want to
They
raise
let
them.
their actions,
All of that was
not
missed in all the
their
movies because it
noise,
ended with a
define
shot
them.
of a car driving off
life,
into the
moving
sunset
silently
and feeling like
means
that was the
working on
end
yourself
and everything
in
was
private.
perfect. So we've
It
been
means
sold
stacking
lies about
skills
love
when
from
nobody's
dating
watching.
to moving
It
in
means
to
building
getting
wealth
married.
before
Because the marriage was the
when
end of
you
the movie.
tell the
When in
world your
reality, moving
plans,
in and getting married is the
you
beginning of your
invited
life
doubt.
together.
You
So it's
invited
fascinating to me that we
jealousy.
missed so
You
many ideas.
invited
And therefore I had
sabotage.
to make this
But
video
when you move
about
in
everything I wish I
silence,
knew about
you
love
give
earlier.
the world nothing
Because it would
to
have made
attack
my
and
relationships better.
everything to be
It would have
shocked
made me
by.
feel less hurt in my life.
The most
And it would have
dangerous
made me
man is the
expect
one nobody
differently
sees
of the
coming
people that I was with.
until it's
The first
too
one
late.
is this. Chemistry
We live in
isn't
an era
compatibility.
where everyone broadcasts
Here's the principle.
every move.
All of us today
New
over-index
job
on the
posted,
value of
new
chemistry.
goal,
We believe that if we
tweeted,
feel chemistry,
new
this is our
relationship,
person,
announce
this is the
it.
one we're meant to spend the rest of our
But
lives
here's the
with,
truth.
and this is what love
Most of
is
that energy
all
you
about.
spend telling
Some of us will
people
miss out
could
on
have
incredible
been
partners because we
spent
didn't feel
building.
chemistry on date one.
Every time
And some of
you
us will
share,
stay with people
you
that we have
hand
amazing
over a
chemistry
piece of
with,
your momentum.
even though we don't have
Because
anything
when
else.
people know
How
your
many of you have
moves,
stayed in a
they
relationship
start to
where the sex was
expect,
amazing, even if you didn't
criticize,
connect
or
on a deeper level?
quietly hope you
I'm
fail.
sure there's many of you. How many of
And
you
in
stayed in
that
a relationship
noise,
Well, you had lots of
You
chemistry,
lose your
even
edge.
though you secretly worried
Silence
and were
is
anxious
power.
that person was
Think
cheating on
about
you or there were other
The
red
best
flags.
predators in
Chemistry
the wild
makes
don't
you
roar before
ignore
they strike.
the things that
They
actually make
stalk.
a relationship
They
healthy.
wait.
And we
They
miss
let
out
their
on people
actions,
who would be
not
amazing
their
partners for us
noise,
because we didn't
define
feel
them.
chemistry
In
in the
life,
beginning.
moving
When your heart
silently
races around
means
someone,
working on
it's
yourself
easy
in
to assume
private.
it's meant to be.
It means
But research
stacking
shows we
skills
often
when
confuse
nobody's
excitement,
watching.
anxiety,
It
or
means
even
building
danger
wealth
for
before
attraction.
when you
That spark,
tell the world
sometimes
your
it's
plans.
adrenaline. So here's the
You
takeaway.
invite this doubt.
Feeling drawn to
You
someone
invite
doesn't
this
mean they're
jealousy.
right for you.
You invite
It means your nervous
sabotage.
system is
But when you move
activated.
in silence,
Next time you feel the
you
spark,
give the world
pause and
nothing
ask
to
yourself,
attack and
do I
everything
feel
to be
safe
shocked
or
by.
just stimulated? I read a
The
study that
most
talked about how when we
dangerous
first
man
are
is the
attracted to
one
someone,
nobody
we
sees
experience
coming
two things:
until it's
stress
too late.
and excitement.
We live
That's
in an era
actually
where
what we
everyone
experience to be
broadcasts
chemistry.
every move.
So we have the
New
stress
job,
of,
posted,
do they like
new
me?
goal,
But we have the excitement of,
tweeted,
I think I
new
like them.
relationship,
We have the
announce
stress
it.
of, will I get
But
their
here's the
number?
truth.
And then we have the excitement
Most
of,
of
I
that
just got their
energy
number.
you spend
And then we have the
telling
stress of,
people
well, what do I
could have
message them?
been
And then we have the excitement of,
spent
they just
building.
messaged me back. And then we
Every
have the stress
time
of,
you share,
will they message me
you
first?
hand
Will they
over
ask
a
me out?
piece of your
But then we have the
momentum.
excitement of, we're going out on a
Because when
date.
people
And this
know
stress
your
and
moves,
excitement
they
is what
start
creates
to
chemistry
expect,
and this spark.
criticize,
But here's what
or
happens over time.
quietly hope
The
you
stress
fail.
goes down. When
And
you
in
spend more
that
time with
noise,
someone, you know they're going to text you.
lose your edge.
You know they're going to show up on time.
Silence
You've now
is
gone exclusive.
power.
You moved in
Think
together.
about it.
So now the
The
stress
best
goes down.
predators in the wild
So the
don't
excitement
roar
doesn't
before
feel
they
as high.
strike.
We now
They
confuse
They wait.
that lack of
They
stress
let their
as boredom.
actions, not
When actually
their
it's peace.
noise, define
That's what your
them.
nervous system was looking for
In
anyway.
life, moving
But we
silently
confuse
means working on
inconsistency
yourself in
with
private.
excitement and
It
stability
means
with
stacking
boredom.
skills when
We think if things
nobody's
have become
watching.
peaceful, we lost the spark.
It
No, you
means
didn't. You
building
lost the
wealth
stress.
before
You weren't stressed out
when
anymore.
you
Are they going to
tell
text?
the
Are they
world
going to
your
show up?
plans.
Do they like me?
You invite
They do
its
text. They do show up.
doubt.
They do like
You
me.
invite its
Don't
jealousy.
confuse
You invite its
a lack
sabotage.
of stress
But when
as
you
a lack
move in
of spark.
silence,
A good
you
relationship
give the world
is where you
nothing
feel
to attack
safe
and
and
everything to
stimulated.
be shocked by.
It's when you feel seen and
The
excited.
most dangerous
A healthy
man
relationship
is
one where
nobody
you feel
sees
heard
coming
without having to
until
shout.
it's too late.
It's one where you feel loved
We live in an
without
era
having
where
to
everyone
shrink.
broadcasts
It's one where
every
you feel
move.
respected in
New
silence,
job, posted,
not just
new
praised in
goal,
public.
tweeted,
It's one where you
new
feel desired for who
relationship,
you are,
announce it.
not just what you offer.
But here's the
It's
truth.
a relationship where you feel pushed to
Most
grow,
of that energy you spend
never pressured to
telling
perform.
people could
A
have
place where
been
peace isn't boring
spent building.
and passion
Every
isn't
time
toxic.
you share,
Because real
you
love
hand over a
doesn't
piece of your
choose
momentum.
between calm
Because when
and
people
chemistry.
know your moves,
It gives you
they
both.
start to
A lot of the
expect,
times, we create
criticize,
drama
or
in
quietly
relationships
hope you
because we're so
fail.
used to it.
And in
We
that
create
noise,
problems because we're so
you
used to them.
lose your edge.
We're not good at peace because we've never seen
Silence
that before.
is
And I
power.
wish I knew that in my 20s.
about
I actually wish I knew that in my
The
teens.
best predators
Because
in
I
the
probably
wild
allowed for
don't
too
roar
much
before
drama
they
or
strike.
added to it because
They
I believed
stalk.
that was excitement.
They wait.
We believe that stress
They
is
let
excitement.
their actions,
And you may say, no,
not
Jay, I don't
their
want stress in a
noise,
relationship. I don't want drama.
define
Well,
them.
think about it.
In
How much do you
life,
allow to
moving
happen to you?
silently
How much
means
do you
working
create
on
yourself?
in private.
So many of us
It
will spend
means
years of our
stacking
life
skills when
allowing people
nobody's
to bring
watching.
drama and trauma into
It
our
means
lives
building
instead of
wealth
peace because we're
before
more used to
when
it.
you tell
Stop
the
doing
world your plans,
Step number 2,
you invite its
love
doubt.
without
You
boundaries
invite its
is
jealousy.
self-abandonment.
You invite its
In your
sabotage.
20s, it's
But when
easy
you
to
move
lose yourself in
silence,
love.
you
But
give
healthy
the
attachment
world nothing
requires
to
a strong
attack
sense
and
of self.
everything to be shocked
Without boundaries,
by.
love turns into people-pleasing
The
and
most dangerous
self-abandonment.
man is the one
You can't build a
nobody sees
we
coming
until you
until
protect
it's
yourself.
too late.
Write a list
We
of
live in
3
an era
emotional
where everyone
non-negotiables
broadcasts
in
every
relationships.
move.
Things you
New
won't bend
job,
on or leave
posted,
behind no matter who they are. How many of you know someone, a friend, a family member, maybe even yourself, who completely alienates and forgets about their friends when they're in a relationship? Right? You completely ignore everyone. You never message back. You don't go out anymore. You found your person. And all of a sudden, when that person breaks up with you, you now realize you feel alone. You don't have any friends. How many of you give up all your hobbies, all your interests? Stop working out. You stop going to the places you loved hanging out because you have that person. Don't make that person your identity.
And in that noise,
don't make that person your everything. Don't make that person your only thing.
Think about it.
Because if you leave them or they leave you,
in the wild
you'll feel
before they
like
strike.
you are nothing.
They stop.
You'll feel like you don't have any value and don't know what your life's about. Boundaries bring the right people close and push the wrong ones out.
Silently
they don't scare away love.
In private.
They filter out the noise.
It means stacking.
They don't create distance.
When nobody's watching.
They reveal who's willing to meet you with respect.
Before
the people who leave when you set boundaries were never here for you, just your access.
You invite its jealousy.
The right ones don't get offended.
You invite its sabotage.
They get it. Boundaries don't block love. They protect
you
it.
Give the world
I wish I knew about boundaries a lot earlier.
Because
boundaries will protect you from causing harm to yourself.
The most dangerous
if you set boundaries about what you're not willing to tolerate, you won't stick around when people don't respect them.
We live in an era where
if you set boundaries that protect what you value,
new job,
you won't stick around
new goal,
when people don't change their behavior.
New relationship.
Too many of us accept, tolerate, and allow
but here's the truth.
Giving the other person
Most
space
of that energy
to behave with us wrongly because we never set a boundary. I'm sure many of you have been hurt, taken advantage of, screwed over
a piece
and when you look back, you realize
because
that
people know
that person was always showing you who they were,
start to
but you kept allowing them to be that way.
Or
it wasn't your fault,
hope you fail.
But you allowed it to
and
continue.
In that noise,
and that's what we want to stop.
You lose your
That's
edge.
what boundaries do.
Silence
Step number 3
is power.
How they handle boredom
Think about it.
tells you everything.
The best
we overestimate how happy certain moments will make us. Dates, anniversaries, weddings, or big trips. But what actually predicts long-term connection?
Their noise
how you feel on an ordinary Tuesday night together.
Silently
long-term love isn't built in highlight reels. It's built in the quiet moments.
When nobody's
Ask
watching.
yourself, would I still want to be around this person if nothing exciting ever happened again? Because life is about how you both feel on a Tuesday evening. Life is about how you feel on a Monday morning before work. Life is about how you feel coming home to that person on a Friday night. Life isn't about the vacations. It isn't about the once-a-year trips. It isn't about the wedding day. That's 1% of the experience with this person. You want to make sure that you have something that is good when there's nothing else exciting going on.
Live in an
exciting life will cover the cracks of a bad relationship.
New job.
A good relationship will make the exciting moments even better. The exciting moments will feel enhanced. The trips will feel like an amazing rush. But it has to be good without all of that. Something I wish I learned earlier. I always felt like I needed grand gestures, big dates, exciting moments to make something exciting. And then I realized just a great conversation, feeling the calmness and the peace in my nervous system when I came home. I feel that every time I see Radhi, even today. We both travel a lot for work. We both do a lot of exciting things for our work. But one of our favorite things is just having a routine where 5 days a week we're spending together, coming home after a busy day of work and just sitting together and doing nothing.
The best predators
just being
in
together
the wild don't
can be some of my best
memories.
memories. Step number 4. Conflict doesn't ruin relationships.
They let their actions
avoiding it does.
Their noise
I used to think that the best couples don't fight.
In life,
I used to think that if I was in a relationship with someone and we disagreed with each other, it was the wrong person. I now realize that relationships are a space for growth, not for comfort.
Building wealth.
If relationships are just about comfort, first of all, I don't know any that are. But if relationships are just about comfort, then you're not going anywhere. Relationships are meant to challenge you. They're meant to make you grow. They're meant to make you realize how selfish and greedy you are. They're meant to make you realize how it's important to think about someone else. They're meant to make you more emotionally intelligent. Healthy couples don't avoid conflict.
The most dangerous
they manage
man
it
is
with
the
repair.
one nobody
Here's
sees
the key.
coming.
For every one
until
negative
it's too
interaction,
late.
you need 5 positive
We live
ones
in an era
to
where
stay
everyone
emotionally
broadcasts
connected.
every move,
How you fight
new job,
matters more
posted,
than
new
how
goal,
often you fight.
tweeted,
So on your next
new
argument, try this.
relationship,
Help me
announce
understand
it.
what this brought
But
up for
here's
you.
the truth.
Ask that. And then
Most of that
actually
energy
listen.
you spend
Don't
telling
defend, right?
people
Usually when we
could have
fight,
been
we're just fighting for
spent
what our
building.
parents did. We're just
Every
fighting for what some
time you
old
share,
belief says.
you hand over
I
a
used to
piece of your
think
momentum.
love means
Because
you
when
don't fight.
people know your moves,
Now I know it
they
means
start
you
to
know how to
expect,
repair.
criticize,
I used to think love
or quietly
was proven by
hope you
grand
fail.
gestures.
And in
Now
that
I know
noise,
it's built in the
you
small,
lose
consistent
your edge.
ones. I used to think
Silence
love
is power.
meant never needing space.
Think about it.
Now I know
The
it's
best
respecting
predators
someone
in the
enough
wild don't roar
give it to
before they
them.
strike.
I used to think love was
stalk.
about never
They
changing.
wait.
Now I know
They
it's
let
about
their
growing
actions,
and still
not
choosing
their
each other.
noise, define
I used to
them.
think love should
In
always
life,
feel
moving
easy.
silently means
Now I know
working
the
on
real
yourself
kind
in
is
private.
chosen,
It
especially when
means
it's not.
stacking skills
I
when
used to think
nobody's
love
watching.
was how loud they said
It
it.
means building wealth
Now I know
before
it's how
when you
clearly they
tell
show
the
it.
world your
Number
plans.
5,
You
lust
invite
is
its
loud,
doubt.
but real
You
love
invite its
is often
jealousy.
quiet.
You
Here's the
invite
thing.
its sabotage.
Your brain craves
But when you
novelty.
move in
That's why new
silence,
relationships
you
feel
give the
addictive.
world nothing
But
to
over time, the
attack and
dopamine fades,
everything to
and people
be
mistake
shocked
that
by.
for love fading. What you're really
The
seeing is your
most
brain
dangerous
adjusting.
man is the
So here's the
one
takeaway.
nobody sees
The high of
coming
lust wears off,
until it's too
but
late.
emotional security is
We
a
live
slow
in an era
burn.
where everyone
Track
broadcasts
connection,
every move,
not just
new
attraction.
job,
Ask weekly
posted,
and monthly,
new goal,
do I feel more seen
tweeted,
or more
new
ignored over time?
relationship, announce
Do I feel
it.
safe
But here's
or
the
do I
truth.
just feel stimulated?
Most of
If
that
they
energy
only
you
excite
spend
you,
telling
it's
people
chemistry.
could have
If they
been
calm your nervous
spent
system,
building.
it's care.
Every
If they
time
make
you
your heart
share,
race,
you
but
hand
never your
over a
mind
piece of
rest,
your momentum.
that's
Because
adrenaline,
when people
not
know
alignment.
your moves,
If you're always
they
guessing,
start to
it's not
expect,
passion,
criticize,
it's emotional
or
confusion.
quietly
If you
hope
feel
you
seen
fail.
only when you're perfect,
And in that
that's
noise,
performance,
you
not partnership.
lose your edge.
If they hype your highs
Silence
but
is
disappear in your
power.
lows,
Think
that's
about it.
entertainment,
The
not
best
commitment.
predators in the
Real
wild
love
don't
isn't just
roar before they
sparks,
strike.
it's steadiness.
They
It's the
stalk.
one who brings peace
They
to your
wait.
chaos, not more
They let
chaos
their
to your peace.
actions, not
It's the one who
their
regulates your
noise,
nervous system,
define them.
not constantly
In
triggers it.
life, moving silently
Because safety
means
doesn't kill
working on
connection,
yourself in
it
private.
deepens it. And by
It
the way,
means
you have to do all of this
stacking
back.
skills
I think when we
when
talk about
nobody's
love,
watching.
we all talk about it like, what's someone
It
doing for
means
me?
building
Is that
wealth
person got red flags? What are they
before
doing for me? What
when
should
you
they be doing for
tell
me?
the world your
What are you doing for
plans,
them?
you
This is a really
invite
important
its
thing to talk
doubt.
about. What are you doing
You
for them?
invite
Are you
its
also doing it
jealousy.
back?
You
And what I'm
invite
also
its
going to add
sabotage.
is no
But when you
one
move in
is perfect when you
silence,
meet them.
you give
No
the
one is
world
going to be the
nothing to
perfect
attack
partner
and
for you the
everything to
day
be
you meet
shocked
them.
by.
It is the choice you both make every
The
day,
most
every week, every
dangerous
month, every
man
year
is the
to
one
become
nobody
more of
sees
that person,
coming
to heal
until it's
independently,
too late.
to heal together, to
We
connect
live
more.
in an era
A
where
relationship is
everyone
one where you're both
broadcasts
willing to give each
every
other
move,
patience to
new
grow
job,
yourself
posted,
and
new goal,
commit to growing
tweeted,
together.
new
That's a relationship.
relationship,
Here's how it goes in
announce
reality.
it.
You'll meet
But
people
here's the
who
truth.
don't know how to listen.
Most
Are
of
you
that
patient
energy you
enough
spend
to wait for
telling
them to
people
learn? And do
could
they
have
want to
been
learn for you?
spent building.
You'll date people who
Every
aren't
time
emotionally
you share,
intelligent or
you
don't know how to
hand
convey
over a
their
piece of your
emotions.
momentum.
Are you
Because
willing to
when
wait
people know
and are
your
they willing to
moves,
learn?
they
You'll meet
start to
people that
expect,
feel you have a lot of baggage.
criticize, or
Are they willing to
quietly
wait for
hope
you?
you fail.
And are you willing to heal?
And in that
Those are the
noise,
only two two
you
questions.
lose
There's
your
not going to be
edge.
this perfect person
Silence
who already speaks
is
your language,
power.
who's already perfectly
Think
emotionally
about it.
intelligent, who's already
The best
therapized and
predators
perfect
in
and
the
healed
wild
from every
don't
piece of
roar
baggage
before
they
they
have.
strike.
It's the relationship that does
They
that. That is
stalk.
part of the therapy.
They
That is
wait.
part of the healing.
They
The only
let
two
their
questions that make a
actions,
relationship
not
successful.
their noise,
Are you willing to wait?
define them.
Are they willing to
In
heal?
life, moving
Are they willing to
silently
wait?
means
Are you
working
willing
on
to heal?
yourself in
A
private.
relationship, a
It
healthy one,
means
is
stacking
where you're both
skills
patient
when nobody's
while the other
watching.
person heals,
It means
and you're both
building
healing
wealth
while the
before
other person
when you
is
tell
patient.
the world your
You're doing the
plans,
work
you
while they wait
invite
for
its
you,
doubt.
and
You
they're doing the
invite
work
its
while you
jealousy.
wait for them.
You invite
That's
its
what a real relationship
sabotage.
looks like.
But when
I
you
used to
move in
believe you're going to meet someone
silence,
who's
you
perfectly
give
formed,
the world
perfectly
nothing
healed,
to attack
already
and
enlightened,
everything to
already
be
emotionally
shocked
intelligent, and now
by.
we're just going to get each other.
The
That is the
most
biggest mistake you
dangerous
can make,
man is the
especially if you're in a
one
spiritual
nobody sees
community where you
coming
just assume everyone knows all
until
of
it's
this.
too late.
They don't, and neither
We
do
live
you.
in an era where
Number 6,
everyone broadcasts
their attachment
every
style
move,
will affect
new
yours.
job,
You're not
posted,
immune to your
new
partner's
goal,
patterns. A
tweeted,
secure person
new
can bring safety.
relationship,
An avoidant
announce
one
it.
can make you
But here's
anxious
the truth.
even if you weren't before.
Most of that
Our styles
energy you
adapt
spend
to the
telling
emotional
people
environment we're
could
in.
have been
Who you
spent
choose will
building.
either soothe your nervous
Every
system
time you
or
share,
stir your
you
survival
hand over
instinct.
a piece of
Now,
your momentum.
neither is good or bad because
when
one could
people
challenge you
know
to
your
grow, but it's
moves,
important that
they
you
start
observe.
to
Do I feel
expect,
more regulated or
criticize,
more
or
reactive around
quietly
them?
hope you
Your
fail.
body knows
And
before
in
your
that
brain does.
noise,
The way they
you
were
lose
loved
your
will
edge.
shape how they love you.
Silence is
The way they were
power.
cared for
Think
will
about it.
shape how they
The
care for
best
you.
predators in
If
the
they were
wild
taught
don't
love is
roar before
earned,
they strike.
they might make you prove
They
yourself.
stalk.
If they were
They
taught love was
wait.
unpredictable,
They let
they
their
might test your
actions,
consistency.
not their noise,
If they were never
define
heard,
them.
they might
In
not
life,
know
moving
how to listen.
silently
If
means
they were never
working on
held,
yourself in private.
they might not know how to
It
stay.
means
People
stacking
love through
skills
the
when
lens
nobody's
of what they've
watching.
survived.
It
Not all
means building
distance
wealth
is
before
disinterest.
when you
You're not always
tell
being
the world
judged.
your plans,
You're sometimes being
you invite
misunderstood.
its doubt.
You're not
You
responsible
invite
for their
its
past,
jealousy.
but
You
you are
invite its
responsible for how
sabotage.
you protect
But
your
when you
heart
move in
in the present.
silence,
Because
you
their
give
wounds
the
aren't your
world
fault,
nothing to attack
but their
and
healing
everything to
shouldn't
be
cost you a
shocked
piece.
by.
A real relationship is where we're
The
willing to
most
commit
dangerous
to
man
do
is
that
the
healing work
one
together.
nobody sees
We are going to
coming
walk in with different backgrounds,
until
different
it's
walks of
too
life,
late.
different parenting.
We
That's
live
not
in
an
an
issue.
era where
If you try
everyone
and find someone who's
broadcasts
exactly like
every
you
move,
or complements
new
you
job,
perfectly,
posted,
chances are you'll be
new
looking forever.
goal,
It's someone that
tweeted,
is
new
really there to do the
relationship,
work with you. That makes all the
announce it.
difference. Number 7,
But here's the truth.
your standards are shaped by
Most of
what
that
you've
energy you
repeated,
spend telling
not what you
people
deserve.
could
You
have
tend to
been
fall for what feels
spent
familiar,
building.
not what's healthy.
Every time
If
you
chaos or
share,
consistency
you
was
hand
your
over
normal
a
growing
piece
up,
of your momentum.
love without
Because
drama
when people
might
know
feel
your
boring.
moves,
But
they
familiarity
start
isn't
to
the same as
expect,
alignment. Here's the
criticize,
takeaway.
or
Just because it
quietly
feels
hope
familiar
you fail.
doesn't mean it's
And in
right.
that noise,
List the top 3 emotional
you
patterns
lose
you
your
keep
edge.
repeating in relationships.
Silence
Then
is
ask,
power.
who taught me that was
Think
normal?
about it.
Sometimes
The
what
best
feels like love
predators in the wild
is
don't
just
roar
a
before they strike.
well-rehearsed wound.
They
It's
stalk.
the chaos that
They
feels
wait.
familiar, the
They let their
inconsistency that feels
actions,
normal,
not
the
their
emotional
noise,
unavailability
define them.
that feels like a
In
challenge you
life,
need to
moving
earn. You
silently
think you're drawn to
means
them,
working on
but
yourself
really,
in
you're
private.
drawn to what you've been
It
conditioned
means
to
stacking
survive.
skills
You
when
call it
nobody's
chemistry,
watching.
but your nervous
It
system
means
calls it
building wealth
danger it already
before
knows how
when
to
you
handle.
tell the
You
world
think
your
it's love because
plans,
it hurts the same
you
way
invite
you were
its
first
doubt.
hurt.
You invite
That's not
its
love.
jealousy.
It's
You
memory.
invite its
That's not a
sabotage.
connection.
But when you move
It's a
in
loop or a
silence,
bad habit.
you
How do we
give
break
the
that loop?
world nothing
So,
to attack
name the
and
pattern.
everything
Ask
to be
yourself,
shocked
what does this
by.
feel like that I felt
The
before?
most dangerous man
Clarity
is the one
first
nobody
break
sees
in the
coming
cycle. Then
until it's
interrupt
too
the
late.
autopilot. When someone triggers that familiar spark, pause and ask yourself, is this healthy or just familiar? And also ask yourself, do I need to become healthier? Because sometimes we don't like something, it doesn't feel healthy because it actually challenges us to grow. That's not a bad thing in a relationship. I found some of the best things in my relationship is when I was challenged to grow by things that I thought were unhealthy. And actually what it was requiring is more growth from me. Sometimes when something's unhealthy in a relationship, we think it's because that person needs to grow. When actually it could be that you need to grow. Step number 3 of that, redefine love in your language.
And in that noise,
write down what love isn't.
You lose
then
your
define
edge.
what you want it to feel
Silence
like. And by the
is
way, you should do this
power.
together.
Think
Do you
about
both
it.
see love as safety?
The best
Do you both see
predators
love
in
as
the
being
wild
seen?
don't roar
Are your
before they
expectations
strike.
actually aligned?
They
And
stalk.
finally, give yourself
They
what
wait.
you keep chasing.
They let
The
their
validation, the
actions,
presence, the
not
approval,
their
give it
noise,
to yourself
define
daily.
them.
So you don't bargain for
life,
it
moving
in someone
silently
else's hands.
Means
Here's my
working on
final
yourself
thought.
in private.
Most people chase
It means
love
stacking
based on what they
skills
felt,
when nobody's
not what they
watching.
understood. But
It
when you
means
combine
building
heart with
wealth
science,
before
emotion with
when you
self-awareness,
tell the
and
world
attraction
your
with
plans,
alignment, you stop
invite its
chasing
doubt.
fireworks
You invite
and
its
start
jealousy.
building a real
You
life.
invite its sabotage.
Thank you so much for listening to
But
today.
when you
I hope
move in
this episode helps you.
silence,
It took me a
you
long time to
give
learn
the
these
world
lessons. I'm trying to
nothing
share
to
them with you
attack
in a
and
really
everything
succinct,
to be
powerful way.
shocked
Let me
by.
know what connected with you. Tag me in those stories and
most
reels and TikToks,
dangerous
and I'll
man
see you
is
again
the
soon.
one
Make sure you
nobody
subscribe
sees
and don't miss
coming
out. I'll see you back
until
here
it's
on
too
Purpose.
late.
If you love this episode,
We live
you're
in
going
an
to
era
love my
where
conversation with
everyone
Matthew
broadcasts
Hussey on
every
how to get
move,
over your ex
new
and
job,
find true love
posted,
in your
new
relationship.
goal,
People should be compassionate to
tweeted,
themselves,
new
but
relationship,
extend that compassion
announce
to your
it.
future self. Because
But here's the
truly
truth.
extending your compassion to
Most of
your future
that
self
energy
is
you
doing
spend
something that gives
telling
him or
people
her a shot
could
at a
have
happy
been
and a peaceful life.